Hello, beautiful friends. It's Jack Cox, author of Love Not Fear. And today I just want to tell you that I'm not woke. Bloody stupid word. I'm certainly awakened in many ways, but I am not woke. Some people seem to use the two terms interchangeably, which is unfortunate, because they have absolute opposite meanings. Yes, we can build a new world. Yes, we can build a better system based on love and generosity. But it has to be based on freedom. Freedom of choice and freedom of thought and free speech. I am not woke. I'm not going to tell you to be ashamed of your gender. I'm not going to tell you to be ashamed of your race or the colour of your skin. No, I'm not going to tell you to be ashamed of your nation. You can choose to what extent these things are part of your identity. And whatever you choose, I respect your choice. The woke movement want to take all those things away from us. They want to take away our identity. Why? For the exact same reason that the first thing that they do to you when you join the army is cut off all your hair. Because once you've been stripped of your identity, you're easier to control. No, it isn't better, it isn't more noble to dispose of those identities. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's a load of BS. Okay, we will evolve into a time when those identities are not that important to us. But I talk an awful lot about us being one. That there is only one universal mind, one universal consciousness. And we are all aspects of it, different faces of it, different manifestations of the one. But we are different manifestations. We are different points of focus within the one. Which is why we have individual identity. Okay, we're not human. I keep saying we're not human. We're immortal, infinite immortal souls, temporarily having a human identity, a human experience. But while we're having that human experience, let's enjoy the different aspects of our human identity and don't let anybody strip them away from you. The reason they claim that they're doing it and the real reason they're doing it are two totally different things. As I say, they're doing it to try to strip away your identity to make you more easily controllable. So this new world that I keep talking about that we can build. There's an organisation called the Greater Reset. And it's worth looking into, greaterreset.org, I think, but Google it or whatever other search engine you use. They just say a lot of the same sorts of things that I say. Not exactly the same, but the same sorts of things. We can build a better world, and it's not going to be a closed-source world where we will own nothing and we will be happy, because we won't be happy unless they're planning to dumb us down with Soma, as they did in Brave New World. It was just a narcotic that they used, if you remember, to dumb everybody down and make them think they were happy. Suppose they're using that on us already. It's called fluoride. So I've spoken before about the 10 pillars on which the brand new world I want to build is based. And I'm not going to go into all the details again. If you want to find out, look at my previous videos or read the book. You can get a free download from my website, lovenotfear.uk. As I said before, I'm not after your money. I didn't write the book to get rich. And looking at the surroundings I'm sitting in, I haven't got rich. I'm happy. But the 10 pillars that I've talked about so many times, they're really 9 pillars. And the 10th pillar is the capstone that expresses all the others, and that is be excellent to each other. Yeah, okay, I nicked it out of the Bill and Ted film, but what the heck. It makes sense. It works. We don't have to think about anything else. We don't have to think about the 10 pillars. Remember what the 10 pillars are. We just have to remember one thing. Be excellent to each other. Is what I'm about to do going to serve other people? Is the business deal I'm about to make going to benefit the other person as much or more than it's benefiting me? Be excellent to each other. Put the other person first. Okay, it's been said before. Jesus said it 2,000 years ago, or something similar. There's nothing new in this. So in the political situation we're in at the moment, and I can't go into details because I don't want to have this video taken down, but you all know what I mean. I've just put a meme up on Facebook today. And I said, don't play the government's game of fear. Don't play the government's fear game. Let's stop playing the government's fear game. Let's build a new system, a new bottom-up grassroots system based on love and generosity that will render the old system, including the government, obsolete. We can build a system they can't touch because it won't be based in money. There won't be any money. Money is a system of control. It's also, as I said in the book and on my website, lovenotfear.uk, it's the root of all meanness. You put a price tag on something, it doesn't mean that it doesn't just mean that that's the price of it. These bananas cost £1.99. Pounds or euros or dollars or whatever, it doesn't make any difference. I don't know what bananas cost anyway. But that's only half of what the sign says. The other thing the sign is saying to you is, I will only give you these bananas if you give me £1.99, and I don't care if you're starving. Meanness. And it's my belief, I may be wrong, people talk about the human condition. You can't have this utopia that you want, Jack, because of the human condition, because of human nature. Well, I think that's a load of BS. I'm sorry, I do. I believe this game that we've been born into, that we did not devise, that I keep talking about, where we are being controlled by money and the lack of it, where we're being controlled by governments, where basically where we're being controlled by fear, which is what it all boils down to, is what is causing the human nature as we now perceive it. We think we're all mean bastards, but we're not. Even the nastiest person on this planet, I believe, if they were living in our new society, they would be model citizens. People are forced into doing things that they don't really want to do. Maybe forced is the wrong word. Manipulated into living their lives in a way they don't want to live their lives. A, because they don't know any different. They can't see any other way out. And two, B, because that's what they see everybody around them doing. There's something else I talk about in the book. I call it the cycle of resentment. That if you're mean to me, then I'm going to resent that. And my resentment of that is going to make me behave differently to you, which is what's going to make you resent me, which is going to make me resent you, which is going to make you resent me. And it spirals upwards. Well, we can break that cycle. Just an act of will. And this whole dependency on money, I think most of us, if we think about it, would agree with what I'm saying. It may go against everything you've ever been taught, but if you think about it, I think most people would agree with what I'm saying. Putting the other person first, I think most people will agree that if we all did that, it would be such a wonderful world to live in. But it's like nuclear disarmament. Most countries want it, but nobody wants to go first. Nobody wants to make themselves vulnerable. So, can we break these cycles? Can we break free of our chains? Can we ditch money? I'm not saying ditch wealth, and I'm not saying we shouldn't have personal wealth. I think we should. I think it's important that we do. But just be generous with it. Now, I'm not talking about communism, that some people have accused me of. People who haven't bothered to read the book accuse me of. Communism is where the government controls everything. I'm talking about a grassroots system where there is no government, or at least not in the sense that we have governments now. We'd probably have some kind of coordinating body. It won't have any power, and we'll probably call it by a different name. So anyway, that's my little impromptu pop-up video for today. Namaste.